in celebration of the Takarazuka Castlevania that is up, which is apparently it is a sequel to Symphony of the Night. But since Dracula's Curse here is the... Whoa, that didn't come out right. There we go. This is the precursor to that one. During 15th century Europe, there lived a person named Dracula. He practiced sorcery in order to create a bad world filled with evil. This guy's up to no good already. He began taking over the continent of Europe, changing countries from good to bad. The good people of Europe tried to fight off Dracula, but no one was able to survive. Finally, the Belmont family was summoned to battle Dracula's vile forces. The Belmont family has a long history of fighting evil. This is cinematic, that's why there's the film reels on the side. The townspeople became afraid of the Belmonts' superhuman power and asked them to leave the country. But fortunately, the people found a mighty Belmont called Trevor. You can just see like Adi Shankar salivating over this storyline and saying like, yes, this is what we got to do. Make 4 seasons of a show where they don't actually do anything. The Curse of Dracula has begun. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor. You can see like the top there is all weird with the scrolling. That is, I believe, how it was. Even if you bought the actual hardware, I could mess with the overscan if need be, but last year anyway. Alright, so the only way to deal with this sort of trolling is through save state scumming, because we're not a real gamer. How does it know your mood from reading a book? Because you say, like, what you thought of the book at the time? Alright, so... Oh, the mood of the book. Alright, so... Let me know what you guys think if I need to change the filter setting on this. I've kind of, I'm trying to go for kind of the scan line, you know, how it would look on a TV of the era. Alright. We save state here in case we botch immediately the first jump. We did not. I believe we got some holy water just up ahead, which holy water is superior for multi-hit. I was always a fan of the boomerang. Boomerang is what I call it. It's supposed to be the cross, right? But it's always been the boomerang to me. It functions as a boomerang. I think it looks good. They're gonna try and give me an axe or something at some point. This is where the holy water comes in handy. For this jerk. Walk into that, please. Thank you. I don't actually remember the means by which you actually get up to hit that candle. Oh boy, Medusa heads, everybody. I don't think so. I'm just gonna reload that. And just abuse this. Like, it's only going to... Like, the problem is that being hit counts as jumping on it, right? That's okay. They're really difficult. And you should not feel bad about having never finished them, because especially this one, because the roots. Yeah, see, this is the axe. I don't think I want the axe. Like this one, like the roots, that just kills everything on the screen. That's fine. That's the cross to me. It's a rosary. I believe these blocks break. How do you get to this if the blocks doesn't break? I was certain that block breaks. It's like I never got hit at all. I think it's because a lot of the names for the enemies I got, it's because I read the official Nintendo Player's Guide, and that was like my source of reference for like, oh, that's what this thing is called. So it's like, you know, they didn't call these guys flea men. Oh yeah, you can't duck that. You have to whip it. De-evolution of society style. That's why I said a de-evolution of society. Apparently that song is about, like, suppressing the Kent State protest. Oh, I was never able to clear, like, even a stage of Ghosts and Goblins. What always gets me is, like, the rosary that clears everything. Like, they always try to troll you by giving you, like, the junk dagger or whatever, like, right before the boss. Like, that's not gonna help here. Dang it. Alright, so here's the first boss. I believe it's not super important, but like there's some place you can stand where you can't actually hit you. I'm just taking way too many hits here, but I'm actually, yeah, see that's what I care about. See, like, you know, you can just hit him like 3-4 times in succession. Oh, I didn't strike a good pose for the freeze frame there. So the unique thing about Castlevania III is that you get to choose the direction, the stage you want to go in. But you don't know this at the time, but you will not get certain people if you don't go to certain stages. So I happen to know that the clock tower is the one that gets you Grant, who was the guy who I would always use. People liked to use, you know, Alucard and Sypha and stuff like that. I always liked Grant. Of course, it's a clock tower, and in a Castlevania game, you know what a clock tower means. Yep, that's right. Lots of things to knock you to your death in very unfair ways. Now, the watch actually, probably the thing I should have gotten. because, okay, so this 2 lets you throw 2 of a special item on screen at a time. Basically good for stacking damage. Kind of useless to use with the watch. It's like mostly good for like the dagger and the boomerang and stuff like that. Alright, so here's our first gear. And you'll notice I'm gonna demonstrate this just to show you how unfair it is. I'm gonna drop down here, and now you are dead because you dared to scroll the screen up. Anyway, I'm just resuming from the save state. That's the level of trash this game's on. Communist propaganda and Gravity's Rainbow. City likes to interpret it as a pep talk for Jimmy Carter. But yeah, the stopwatch is... The trouble with the stopwatch is that it's super expensive to use and only buys you a few seconds, but sometimes that's all you need when you have these, like, infinite spawning Medusa heads. I almost walked straight off of that. As one does. Yeah, you get... Almost missed that. Holy water. I don't mind. I kinda prefer to have holy water or the boomerang at all times, especially for like stuff like this. Just get out of my face. I did lose my ×2 multiplier though, but I think that happened from the end of the stage, because obviously, like, crap, 2 hits did it. That's all I needed. Here's now where things start to get, you know, they gradually ramp it up. Okay, we got 1 of these. All right. So far, so good, right? Except... All right. They start you off, the baby steps. Devo did not want Reagan. Alright. Let's, see what we got here. You can fall straight through these gears, and it's very fair. Alright, so now we got, you know, getting some real Castle Cagliostro vibes out of this, huh? Wait, no, I accidentally reloaded the save state instead of saving the save state, so let me do this, again real quick. Alright, so this next room is where things start to not even pretend to be fair. I regret not having the stopwatch, but I frequently did not have the stopwatch. Generally speaking, if you're gonna take a hit while walking up or down stairs, because they can't actually knock you off of stairs. I'm gonna take this axe, actually. Alright. We got Medusa heads, and we got gears. Oh look, they spawned one as soon as I jumped. Ain't that something? That's cool. It's not quite as Ninja Gaiden, like the bird spawns as your mid-jump, and that's like what they expect of you. And you may be wondering, how do you get up there? The answer is, you don't. There's no jump there. You just have the option to jump to your left and die. I mean, I did own this game as a kid, so I mean, it's not like and there goes my heart, and I'm dead. Yeah, you see that? Jump too early, you hit the block. Stand on the gear too long and you just fall because of gravity. All right, now we get to a harder room. Yeah, now it spawns behind you, knocks me straight onto this thing. Fortunately, usually it's the other way around. Now, because this game isn't hard enough, there's a stage later where there's a collapsing tower where the kill plane just repeatedly advances the higher up you go. Yeah, see, that's trash. That's why I saved right then and there. Much less frustrating to do on an emulator, but you can see the problem here, right? You've got the... You can only jump onto this thing because at certain spokes of the gear, because you need something to jump onto it, but then you have to go far enough. We just take that hit. Because there's the health right there. And this is, I believe, the boss area. Yep, there he is. Now, get away. This is a bad spot to be. I could just tank him. Now, and as you can see, my name is Grant. I dreamed I was turned into a ghost. Yeah, that's them writing around some things for America. Please take me with you. My family was killed by Dracula. And then you get the option to take him or leave him. What will you do? Take him with you or leave him behind? Now, of course, I'm going to take him with me. I can help you a lot because I am very fast. What happened originally to Grant? I assume he was killed. You son of a bitch. Alright. Now let's get out of here because this whole tower is collapsing. The bridge is out. Alright. And now we gotta go all the way out of the same level we came in. But, and here is the gimmick of Castlevania III. You can, at will, swap between characters, and Grant, in particular, is cool because he can jump high, and he can climb walls, and he can hang off the ceiling. And this grants you mobility. Now, that being said, Grant is weak. He takes extra damage. He has no range. That's his range. So now, yeah, no, we were playing a different game earlier. Yeah, so yeah, you see how you know Grant can do some shit. Oh, get out of there. Oh, I got hit. Oh well. He is indeed a pirate. And I believe his name is Grant Dynasty. So now, as Grant, you can totally climb up over this, and you get a 1-up. You can totally just, because dang it. Trash. Okay. Yeah, see, there's spikes there. So, you know, you can't just, haphazardly drop down. Damn it. Alright, I may have to reload my save state here in just a second, in case I'm concerned about the amount that I've... Oh! See, I have no choice but to reload my save state. No, it's okay because I'm safe scumming it. This game is extremely difficult, and so obviously, as a child, I was more proficient in Castlevania III-ing it. I can't remember if you can jump so high that you just jump into the spikes and hurt yourself. I did it again, but I'm right here. Because I knew I'd do it again. There. Grant's jump height can do more harm than good at times. I don't think there's really a need to actually go through to that edge there. I mean, yeah, there's a little pickup there. I'm doing the American version. Good luck. I don't actually know the differences between the American and the European and the etc. versions. I only have played the American version. There's no need for me to even bother with that. Grant throws daggers in the Japanese version instead of stabbing. Okay, he actually has projectile throw. Just does that all the time, I guess. Japanese version has the different audio quality. Is it better or worse? Okay. I don't recall this game having low audio quality. I mean, to me it sounds, Oh, okay. See, I'm concerned about... Yeah, well... You can just drop down, except then, you know, you take it too far, and then you just die. But you can drop and then grab onto something. The trouble is that you just plummet like a stone. Yeah, you do like one of those things. You can just kind of quickly get the hell out of there. That's the end of the stage. You take more damage in the American one. Yeah. I remember, yeah, you definitely, as Grant, particularly, you take more damage. I think it was always that way. So yeah, you're locked into this route for the time being. We can... And as you can see, they retain their separate weapons. There's the boomerang. Dang it. Damn the birds, my mortal enemy. Keeps happening. I was deprived my boomerang. So stuff like this, it's possibly to your benefit to use Grant for the jumps, but stopwatch if I would stopwatch if I yeah, I think I've just taken way too much damage at this point. I remember even the Super Nintendo, oh, come on. Even with the axe, I'm getting hit. I remember, you know, a lot of cartridges at the time would include, like, little gimmick chips. Obviously, Super Nintendo, they'd be like, you know, here's the Super FX chip for, like, Star Fox or whatever. Oh, wait. Yeah, dumbass. And then for the Nintendo, like most of the peripheral add-ons were things like batteries to save the game on. Yeah, I was actually surprised that, you know, that it wasn't just a form factor difference between the Famicom and the Nintendo. That there was actually a hardware difference. God. Yes, it's for sucks. All right, let's try that again. You're interested to see me take on Japanese Castlevania III. You know, unfortunately, I mean, I certainly have it. You know, it's right here. So this is a good test of, you know, is your emulator working well? Can it handle this this parallax scrolling mist background? And you can see like there's a little bit of on those, but I think that was how it was on the original hardware. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3, jump. It's gonna be back now. Oh no, I guess, yeah, he is back too. Yeah, like I remember when Nintendo Power was covering this game, they actually had a little thing to explain the differences in cartridges, and they were talking about like Castlevania III as being like, you know, one of the more advanced cartridges. Good emulator test with the background. Yeah, okay. So once again, we've got ourselves a branching path. So if you go on the top route, that is how you get Sypha, who I never used her. And then the bottom route, you don't get anybody. So I guess I don't remember if yeah, this was like, yeah, one of the more fanciful tricks as far as like color palette and stuff like that. So let's see. Usually I wouldn't go this way. I wouldn't go the Sypha route, but maybe if you go that route and then just don't take her, I don't remember what impact that has on... Yeah, see, it just kind of shows you the route differs, but where am I going? You know, like, that doesn't really get addressed. I think if you prefer the Cypher route because you suck at the swamp level, no one is ever good at any swamp level. But yeah, I just wouldn't take Cypher. I would just, you know, not... Because you can only take one person at a time, which they don't tell you at the time that you're taking the deal, if memory serves. You just accept it, and then you shake hands, and then you ditch the other person, and it's like, well... So you hit these guys once, and then they explode into a bunch of other dudes. And I'm not sure what the bonus, the reason you'd ever do this. Oh wait, no, I think if you hit them in a certain part of the hitbox, yeah. As long as you... No, what's the trick on these guys again? Yeah, I mean... You might say a winner was you. Common sense should dictate that I should just not destroy these guys as much as possible. The problem is like, the spawn is infinite. I just didn't trust my ability to make that jump is all. Oh yeah, I certainly, you know, Fire Pro is kind of like a huge part of my, I think I didn't really get into Fire Pro until, PlayStation era. Maybe it was Fire Pro G. Like, obviously everyone knows the rep of Fire Pro. You know, technically... my actual first exposure to Fire Pro without realizing it was this would have been the Game Boy days, the original Game Boy. Oh, look at this trash! Forgot that they fired spiders at you that knock you into the pit, as spiders tend to do. Anyway, so like my original exposure to Fire Pro was like, for the Game Boy, there was like a WWF Superstars Game Boy game. And I believe, you know, some bullshit occurred as a kid. Maybe I like, lent one kid that game, and then they like either screwed me on the loan, or they ended up like getting me like this other thing that was called HAL Pro Wrestling, which unbeknownst to me, was Fire Pro Wrestling. Maybe I'm misremembering this, and I just ended up getting HAL Pro Wrestling. So anyway, we've got to deal with the Cyclops. He's only vulnerable in the head if memory serves, and then he does like this running thing, and so you're supposed to go over. There's a safe spot in this match, in this thing, right? There's some place you can stand where he can't hit you. And I believe there's a way to avoid that, and I don't remember what it is. No, I also don't remember the safe spot. I mean, I could just kill him, I suppose, but yeah, he's immune to damage in the body. Oh, interesting. All right. I think you can just make the jump if you're like actually good at the game. But like usually I would have to do one of those. No, you know what? Grant can make the jump. It's like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you change between them at will. Like, you just press the button. So anyway, here's Sypha. I don't generally take her because I'm bad at the game. I believe Sypha's the one who people use the most. Like, thanks for helping me. I'm Sypha, the vampire hunter. I did not know whether Sypha was male or female until decades later, when Sypha was in Symphony of the Night, or like a version of them. But no, Sypha's a lady. But it says, leave him behind, take him with you. Sypha is, yeah, like the physical attack is even less than Grant's, just the wand. But then you get one of 3 magic spell options, which I believe you can just switch between them whenever you want. I don't recall. But yeah, we will be leaving Sypha behind, saying, please be careful. I hope you will be victorious. And yeah, if you didn't go this route, you cannot get Sypha any other way. And similarly, you know, I believe we miss out on Alucard. Oh yeah, the lightning one. So now we're on a ghost ship. And obviously Trevor can't make that jump. But we're on a pirate ship, and Grant's a pirate. And Grant can usually make it if you like just go to the edge. I did not do that well. Okay. What am I misremembering about this? Like, you walk. No, he falls straight off. Obviously you can do it, right? It does not. Maybe it loops back. It's an extremely tight jump. Yeah, I thought it was. But remember, imagine doing this without the save state. Oh yeah, you can just barely, if you jump and then grab on, but I also don't remember how to grab on. So you hold jump, right? Okay. It's pixel perfect. But yeah. I thought I had it there. Alright. Alright, yeah. You can take exactly 1 step. Yeah, I feel like I'm not even clearing it. Yeah, like I'm trying to jump and then grab onto it. Like that. But it's not working for me. Usually it's not. Usually only for like very specific things. But yeah, like in this case, like I feel like I'm still like a little half step short, but I also feel like I can't actually take that additional half step. Until the Symphony games. Well, I know the bonus for doing this is basically almost nothing. Like, you don't really need to, like for reference, if you break that, yeah, you see it's empty, or it's. Yeah, see, there's nothing in it. Like, is it just a troll? I don't remember. I should probably stay on Grant when you go down to this part right below you. You can't jump off the stairs, otherwise, Actually, I guess Grant does not have the range to kill that guy. Ah, I didn't want that. I was watching a guy speedrun through Super Castlevania 4, and that was the one that made me realize, okay, I definitely never played that, like, yeah, you see the jokes, how you go flying straight off the edge. So this is makes you invincible, except when you do that, obviously you're not invincible to plummeting like a rock. No air control whatsoever. Yeah, he just respawns, thanks. And that's the entirety of how long that invincibility lasts. 5 seconds. I felt like it was longer than that. Apparently not. If memory serves, there's some wacky Grant-only upside-down shenanigans that you can pull here. I guess, really just depends on when he's around. Like, I haven't seen him, oh, great, yeah, it's a joke. Like, you're supposed to be able to, as Grant, like, do one of these, but it's like I'm unable to reliably do that. But yeah, you know, I can co-op stuff. These blocks, you may notice the floor looks a little suspicious, right? Yeah, they will break, and so this is where you know, Grant comes in handy. You can just climb, but you can easily do that, and the game will betray you. And you will just drop off the edge. I forgot the dagger's also weaker, takes more hits to do things. Of course, I can't get back up on the ceiling anymore. Can't make that jump. Yeah, they keep doing this to me. Yeah, like once you're up here, you can't really drop off of it. Such as the Castlevania lifestyle is getting hit once, falling off a platform. There's going to be sections where you have to do that sort of cornering around the top, and you don't have the safety net underneath you. I guess the question is, you know, I guess the game, what game does he want to do? I mistimed that jump, but luckily I made it. It's a save state right there. I mean, you know, there's any number of games that we could co-op through. I'm totally fine with doing whatever. Though the games that I play that is not a platform to jump on at all. Okay. Ugh. Grant jumps too high. Such that he hits the ceiling. Come on. You got an axe, Trevor? Yes, you do. That is a lot less time than I remember it being. I wonder if this is like some oddity of the emulator. Ah, crap. I'm distracted there for a second. Alright. So, as Grant, you can skip all this through wall climbing, but okay, we did it. There's not really like a strong incentive to going all the way around, if memory serves. Oh look, large yeah, as you can see, it's a very Mario World 1-2 platform conundrum. But don't worry, it gets worse. Because right now, there's no infinitely respawning enemies yet. A sign of things to come. Now, it's a one-up, but what do, right? Because to make the jump, it's about as strict as the last one. Let's see. Kind of a troll. Alright, so got us yeah, that just stuns you. It's unavoidable. Grant, I believe, can just drop axes or whatever from above and she can't do anything. Not really a boss, strictly speaking. Oh, shouldn't do that. Alright, just for illustrative purposes. You can just, she can't do anything to you. Oh, I guess my dad showed up and then left because he saw I was not playing. So once again, we have a situation where you can just kind of skip most of the room here. Fortunately, the act of swapping removes the item. Okay, thanks a lot. Save state, try it again. Oh yeah, I mean, my dad wants me to stream Claire Obscure because he's beaten that game repeatedly, and you know, just wants to see me do it because that's, you know, when I went over by him for Christmas, that's what he wanted me to do, is to play it so he could see me do it. So, so far to date, the only times I've played any of Clair Obscure Expedition 33 is when I'm over at my dad's house, and I kind of stay up till 5:30 a.m. Him and me. So yeah, this is definitely a Grant area that we're on at the moment. So you got kind of one of these deals. Cool. Try doing this map with Sypha, you know. Way too much damage there, but you know, right about now you're wishing you had the watch. Wait. I think there's... Yeah, you can only scale this as Grant. As you can see, I just got no health, so I mean I'll probably just reload the save state. But thought you could destroy those. I guess I was wrong. 90% sure that you can, in fact. Alright, let's try it again, this time with full health. I want to say that you could probably, I don't think you have a means of climbing up onto the roof again. Yeah, you can't reach, unfortunately. But I believe you can do double damage if you hit both the mummies at once. There's too many things about this game I don't remember. But you notice there's two coffins. Should not be base tanking all this, but I've yet to destroy a single band. Oh no, there we go. But you're not done. Yeah, see, it's like I gotta just reload. But yeah, you know, any one of these deaths would be, yeah, like you just like maybe hang right here, hit them both in the head from... I had the right idea. Because it does do double damage to him. I think there's my safe spot, right? Safe first spot. Walk over here. I just want to talk. Can't believe I got hit that second time. Anyway, here's the next guy, which is more annoying. Yeah, it's this guy again. Come on, I'm not jumping. Alright. Anyway, all you do is you hit him once, you walk across, or you avoid the run. Let's just save state right there. Save myself some hassle. Alright. That's phase 1 done. It's not the fastest way to do this, but it works, it's fine. You just kind of hit him once. I did not mean to jump forward there. I wanted to jump straight up. That time I did not mean to jump. Yeah, I believe that can kill you. That's right. Starman from Pro Wrestling. Okay, so now the boat sails, and now we get to a tower. And, this might be where the run ends. I may just give up right here if this is the level I'm thinking of. No, this is not the level. I remember the music. The... You know, actually, no. That's a different level. Basically, where the tower's collapsing and you have to do it quickly, that's generally where my Castlevania III patience runs out. Yeah, that's the classic, yeah, you know, and then you fall straight off to your death. What if Medusa heads were bigger? That's right. Now you have gargoyles. I've not save stated yet because I feel like I took too much damage in the first room, but now I'm dead. What if there never was a Meager S? Like, every non-Symphony of Night Castlevania game. I can't remember if hitting them stun locks it. Also, why am I unable to jump and whip 3 times? Like, I'm not deliberately doing this, by the way. I'm just, bad at the game. Alright, so... that's all you have to do. Just gotta make things difficult sometimes. Alright. Now we can save state before we walk into this nightmare. Like they do like the different... Yeah, the different pattern, and once again it's like you basically have to come to the decision of like it's better to just get hit while actually climbing the stairs, because they can't knock you off the stairs, they just stun you like that. Obviously, you know, you still take the damage. Another underrated hell of Castlevania each time you actually die and start again is you have to power up your whip, which you may not have, you may not get the drops to do so between one death and the next before getting to a room like this. And so now it's like you end up having to do this sort of room with, like, you know, you don't even have the full range of the weapon, This sucks, man. I tried to throw the axe and he started walking up the stairs instead. Alright, well. Let's retry this room one more time and see if we can get through it. It's kind of... Yep, it's an infinite respawn. And so you may as well just blitz through as much as you can. See, you can't do anything, like... So here's the good old Axe Knight. Castlevania mainstay. I can't believe I got hit by that. There, see, all you need is kill. Come on. How many hits does this guy take? So you don't stun him? There we go. All I heard was Sean's horror stories about how Holiday Matsuri seems to be hell on earth as far as panelists who don't understand. Oh, those things are invincible. That's right. All you can do is stun them. I don't think you can actually destroy this thing. Yeah, you can't. It's just take the holy water, I guess, because it'll stun him in place, but okay, well that went poorly. You get hit while on the stairs, that's right. There's not really, like, a huge benefit to using Grant to get through this. Oh, this is the fucking... Never mind. Never mind. This is where it's, like I said, like, the run ends. I thought it was its own stage. I didn't think it was... Yeah, okay, no. Okay, no, I just... I remember, like, I don't think I ever passed this. Maybe I did. I mean, obviously, you know, memory is a wacky thing, but, this is, brutally difficult. So from this point on, it's a race to the top, but it's like... You are limited. You can't go too fast. And you can't go too slow. You have to go exactly the speed that they will permit you to do it at. No faster and no slower. Otherwise, you're dead. That's not the end of it. My recollection is that it was like a whole level. Anyway, I took way too much damage. I'm about to die in one hit. Thanks, that's just great. Let me just do this whole thing again. Oh my god. Yeah, see, it's like, you're not at the top of the thing, so you can't... Doesn't look so bad there, I know, but... God damn it. Yeah, that's fair, you know. Alright. Ah, why did I do that? Ah. Each time I'm botching this jump, by the way. It's not what I'm trying to do. So, at this point, it's if you get hit one time, you're screwed. Anyway, I got my boomerang. I should have just used the thing, right? Probably should have given Grant the boomerang, honestly. God damn it. Accidentally jumped. That's right, Grant can crouch. Not that it really helps. Try that room again. Does that really only hit once? Or does he just happen to be standing at the edge of the range of it? Yeah, he is. Trash. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get through this room without getting hit. Wait, I already have the boomerang. I don't need to go this way anymore. Unfortunately, you cannot throw it while on the stairs. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Yeah, no, it's like... Yeah, it's not the, This shouldn't be this hard. You can whip the axes and destroy them. Oh, he went down the stairs, like, instead... Like, yeah, because it detects you're on stairs. Have to destroy them, otherwise... hit you in the back. I think, like, the actual enemy of Castlevania is a combination of stairs and, platforms that are less wide than the amount that you get thrown back from being hit. Okay, wait, this is another... No, it's not. Okay. It's like you have to destroy those because one hit knocks you off. Just save state right there. Do them one at a time. You should be able to just, yeah, like... There is a way to avoid all those. You just have to walk past them at the right cadence. Yeah, see, that's, something. See, you can throw the boomerang on the stairs. Seems like it's inconsistent. I think what it is that you have to be stationary. But of course, because the input is you hit up, good luck being stationary. Walk past this. Oh my god, I did it again. It's like, at that point you just want to crouch, but you can't. There's no crouching allowed. Just have to just be like, I don't want to deal with this. It's entirely possible that I never passed this stage as a kid, because obviously, you know, you don't get the benefit of the save state retries. Here's Frankenstein. And then, as you can see, he, no, I totally remember this fight. But he's not like the boss of the level. You got to Dracula as a kid, you never beat him. Oh, maybe this is the end of the level, okay. This, I was humming the music for it earlier, which means I absolutely got to it, you know, as a kid. Otherwise, how would I have known the song? There's gonna be a point where that collapsing gimmick is gonna happen again. And it's gonna be like a much longer section. Okay, so now we've got some fish dudes diving out, and yeah, the water is pushing you back, and oh yeah, they hit you while they're underwater. So you have to, you can kill them while they're in there at least, but let's just restart because I'm one hit away from death. Of course, he just respawns instantaneously. So, do you remember which route you preferred to take as a kid? Yeah, they just you know, suicide for the sake of stopping Trevor Belmont. Yeah, now they're spawning behind you too. The holy water is of some utility here because you can just pre-throw it and it'll kind of save you from... Alright, you got one shot at this, and I missed it. You like to use a la carte? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of the speedrunners will take a la carte because his ability to fly lets you just kind of bypass a lot of stuff entirely. I don't have a multiplier, so I can't throw two. Ah, jumped into that. Let me save state before the door transition. After, I mean, after the door transition. Actually, I think I'm just gonna hold on to this axe. Because I think it might have more utility after this section is done. Well, I keep saying that, and then I keep... There is no RNG to this part. It's just... it just keeps happening. Ah! I screwed up my save state right at the second I was about to get hit. Yeah, I almost fell off again. As Grant, I believe you can climb down this and get something. That is... okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly... I should have save stated before I even attempted it. You know, I could technically save myself from this forced hit. Alright. Switch to Grant, save state again. Not that I really need to do this anymore because I save scum my way to victory, but it's the principle of it, you know? And your reward is nothing. I misremembered. Yeah, the act of wall climbing around a corner. I can't think of any scenario where I would want to just drop off the edge after half mantling. I can think of no scenario by which that's the actual desired input. I don't think you can, like, do any wackiness in, like, Mario 3 style climb over this. I don't think it's allowed. Oh, no, I guess it is allowed. Okay. Good thing I tried it. It's obviously an intentional thing. Oh, come on! The concept of ducking down when I want you to. Keeps happening. Don't think I want that. And obviously, in certain instances, it's like if you know what you're doing against a boss and you stopwatch him and you can hit him, get repeated hits on him. Oh, don't worry. Now they're also spawning bats. And a preview of things to come in this next room. Oh, I don't want to pick that up. But anyway, you can see it's a crumbling bridge. And yeah, if you miss it, you're dead. And I don't know if I ever passed this as a kid or not. You can see it's pretty wretched. Because you have no choice but to keep running forward, running forward, running forward. Take these hits. But guys jump out as soon as you make that jump. Infinitely. And that's not, you're not done. Maybe you're not done. Yeah, you literally can't get down there because... Okay, thank you. They can jump up and hit you on those stairs as you're going down them. I hesitate to even save state because I've taken a little bit of too much damage, but there's the boss, and yeah, it just knocks you off and you're dead. Like, at best, you can get, like, one hit. Like, that's about as good as you can do. And yeah, he knocks you off and you're out of there. Basically, you have to basically do this perfectly and not die, or not get really hit. There's not really any safe spot that you can get hit. One hit is a death, like kind of regardless of where you're standing. And so, I'm 90% sure I never passed this. Because remember, like, you would die, and you have to, like, if you have to continue, you have to do the stage over. Yeah, you got no real good option there. They cost hearts to cast, but I have like 43 hearts. The hearts reset at the end of the level anyway, so... Oh, come on, I thought I could, one hit. Come on. Screw you. I don't think I ever beat that. Oh. Did that, sound effect play? I have to check. I don't know if the water drinking... Okay, it did play. Great. So now we're in Dracula's castle. So, Trick was saying that that they actually would get to Dracula. Now, that being said, if you took Alucard, you would have never had to have done that boss, if memory serves. Yeah, that's not a platform. It just looks like one. Honestly, Grant probably should have taken that stopwatch. Well, luckily, I don't have work in the morning, so I think we can just commit to this until the end. Unless you know, Dracula is just that insurmountable, I suppose. No! What am I doing? I see you can do this and then get knocked over. All right, great. Wait, why do I remember this? Okay, that is totally planned. I don't, like, again, I feel like there's no way that I would have ever gotten this far as a kid in this. I'm gonna try and do this without eating that hit. There we go. You know, I could probably use that triple shot multiplier. Oh, it's infinite. Thanks. That's great. There was a Panda Express commercial for you just now, and one of the ladies had very exciting hair. I always hear, like, when people from Japan come to the United States, like, they all, like, can't wait to try Panda Express. I don't know how true that is. Maybe that's just wrestlers who are deranged. Maybe they want to get some idea of, like, what's, like, the most representative thing of Japan. But it's not like they ever eat it and be like, oh, this is terrible. You never hear that. You see how I took that step back and then walked forward? Because I knew that as soon as I made that jump, those fireballs would hit me on the way down and knock me into the pit, because this game hates you. Honestly, like, you know, perhaps this level of cruelty instilled in us, you know, some sort of hatred for the world. Why am I getting hit by these axes? All you have to do is crouch. I love how the AI of this, like, knows to not approach you. Because they know that once you're in range. See, he just... They know well enough to run away. Yeah, of course, if you crouch, the hitbox of the standing axe can't be hit. Let me just very slowly deal with this. Well, luckily, because of the constant save state abuse, I had no need for the nutritious undead wall meat. Oh boy, what a room this is. So as you can see, I have no interest in this. Yeah, that's not a platform. I have to... Somehow I knew that was going to happen. I do not remember the red skeletons respawning that fast. Yeah, I should not be taking 2 hits of these. I don't know if that's like... So I'm not like... Like, by default, these settings are supposed to be... Maybe I am just... You know what? I think what it is is that Symphony of the Night, the respawn rate of the red skeletons is a lot slower. And so, in my mind, I keep thinking like, oh, I could have used that. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so remember the last time we had to deal with, you know, the force scrolling up. Now, all these blocks break and disintegrate, but you have to do this in a controlled enough way that it does not break before you're allowed. Totally fair. There's no reason to go that way at all. You can walk through that just because. Now there's 3 coffins. Because of course there is. Now it's boss rush time. Ah. No. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. I'm gonna run out of hearts. I can't, that's not feasible. I don't have enough to do that. Don't quite have enough to run. Yeah, that's the first one down. But I don't think I did that super great. And a Cyclops dude. This is not the end of the level, I think. Might be, but I want to say... Oh my god, that's so stupid. So now we got one more. I believe it's, yeah, this new guy here. Anyway, I am dead as hell. He has this fire thing. Why is he... Yeah. I didn't remember when it was coming, I just remember that it existed. Anyway, we can just very safely... Well, as soon as I remember the concept of how to jump forward, very safely just chip him down 2 at a time. Sometimes you can get a 3rd one in. Oh, we even got even got 2 hits on that one. Okay. Now you should have enough health to stop him. Oh, thank goodness. He counts as being stuck on that platform. So now here's the fireball attack. Yeah, I'll just tank it, I guess. I think I can just kill him. Wait, didn't take damage from that hit. Well, anyway. And that can kill you, I think. I was probably going to play the Claire Obscure after I finish this, but as you can see, I've got a few phases to go. I absolutely would have remembered the first stage of the original Castlevania being in Castlevania III. I definitely did not get to here. I didn't even know this was in this game. Same map layout, just Axe Knights. Accidentally picked up that dagger, so I may... Yeah. I could just swap, but oh my god, now I am gonna swap. Don't take that dagger this time. Well. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't have enough hearts. I just started the stage, so everything resets. I gotta just, yeah. I just need enough space to get situated here. Okay. And to duck down. It's like, for whatever reason... There. Ooh, finally. 3 axes. Oh, that... Look how terrible this is. If you jump on that, it flips over and you die. Okay. Wait, do they... Didn't think I took that much damage, but apparently so, and that's not enough. I gotta... Okay, luckily... He paces just far enough back. Gotta get those hearts for now. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him before. Can't hit him to save your life. Oh man, look at they spawn right on top of you. Okay. Okay, whatever. Oh, were they in Symphony of the Night? That I don't remember. Oh, Simon's Quest? Okay. Ugh. I don't know why I'm having so much mechanical difficulty with crouching. Like, you know what I think it is? I think it's because you're animation locked into the standing for a little more time than I think you are before it will accept a duck input. You listen to Masters of Doom, it's kind of crazy, seems so rudimentary. The fact that smooth scrolling, that's right, when Romero made that bootleg Mario 3 that they called, like, you know, it had some funny name. And then he talked about that in Doom Guy as well. That, you know, that was like the big thing that PCs just could not do. That the console had the technological advantage on was the ability to scroll the screen in this way. And then, like, you know, they just coated it with like a effectively a bootleg Mario 3 sort of thing. I keep hearing that Masters of Doom is gonna be optioned into like a series. Oh wait, I should not take that. That they're going to like make like a movie or an HBO show or something. Why do I keep doing this? Okay. As much as I like the boomerang, right now, like having the ability to throw multiple axes. Yeah, I actually thought it was made. And then I also heard that they separately licensed the rights to Doom Guy, you know, Romero's autobiography, which is excellent, by the way. Oh, shit. Crumbling blocks, Jones. But, oh, the game is slowing down. It can't deal with that intense frame rate drop, and we're here. Okay. Boss room. Fighting the Grim Reaper. Luckily you can destroy, well, you can see the damn things. This is not the end of the stage. Oh, it might be. It's very low. Oh. Die. Yeah, that's not the end of the stage. I knew that much. It's phase 1. Ah. Okay, I'll retry this, but... Axe is definitely the right play. Alright, don't worry about that. That's not so bad. Oh, yeah, good. See, they troll you by giving you the shitty dagger, like, right before the boss fight. It's like, thanks. Notice how he's, like, above you. You can't, like, really land good shots on him most of the time. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, we start by getting up here. Okay, they immediately knock you off of there. It's still the right idea. But yeah, like if you don't have like the multiplier when you get to here, you're in trouble. I'm still like I took too much damage, but like oh man. And if Trevor takes this much damage, Grant probably takes, you know, an additional 30%. Because Trevor and Alucard take less damage than Sypha and Grant do. I can see, like, Alucard being much more useful here. Because, you know, obviously he's got projectiles, and so does Sypha. Man. And I just have to figure out a way to, like, survive this stupid stuff at the beginning. Like, obviously, you can't... Like, he's gonna dance around you for quite some time. Yeah, no, you can take a very few hits that you're allowed to really take before you're dead, and yeah, his movement is a little erratic, to say the least. I absolutely... I'm trying to think if I ever beat the original Castlevania. Like, I know, like, the Grim Reaper was obviously a boss. He's always usually, like, the second to last. My understanding that he just doesn't attack in phase 2, that means it's not the end. Okay, oh, well, I guess that was it. No, the boomerang is great. It's just what I need. It's just more important to have the ability to throw multiple. And that's the reason why I'm just committed to the axe at this point. Oh yeah, I have no... I'm gonna try to see how many times I can attempt this before I succeed. I'm like, the save state helps, but okay, first try. Sure, give Grant the axe as well, even though, you know, he did have the triple shot on Dagger. Grant can see the axe is definitely the thing to use here. Well, or at least it would be, except, you know... Oh yeah, I'm taking absurd amounts of damage at this point. Yeah, I'm dead. Well... jump and get them. The important thing is that you have to just impede the spawn of all the flea men, but like, you can see you're 4 hits and you're dead at this point, so it's like... Save right here. Okay. It's infinite respawn. You have to just stop what you're doing, and man... Okay. Like, you can't let a single one of them drop, basically. Oh my god. Yeah, you see, it just immediately gets out of hand. I was hoping I could hit that guy. Yeah, and then it's just impossible. Oh, great. They continually do this even as you're here, and you're faced with your more. Okay, they do stop once you get to these stairs. Okay. You can see, like, even with save states, this is an ordeal. I mean, I would never say I truly earned the win, but, you know, I also don't care. So what could possibly happen in the next room? I'll give you a guess. That's right. Oh, I thought it was going to be Medusa heads for sure. Just points. I mean, I'm doing the air quotes good job. In the sense that I'm eventually getting past it. That's a pit, by the way. Oh, okay. That is trash. That's a one-hit kill. Oh, wait, no, I have to... That's right. I have to look at this to see what the expectation is. Because I don't think you're allowed to stand on top of these things. I mean, let's find out. You are. Okay. Good to know. But you have to deal with two things coming down, which means you have to go now. Save right there, actually. Just one heart. I do need hearts, but... There's our Medusa head section. You knew it was coming. And you're dead. Okay. How many times is it going to happen? It's because it slows the animation down of when it's retracting. See, I cannot throw the axe on the stairs. I'm trying to do it and it's not accepting the input. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, at least I'm not, you know, Game Center CX, because, you know, he's got to earn it legit. Man, there's got to be one way to not get hit by either of these things. Man, I need to be able to hit these fireballs or this guy. Why am I able to throw the axe on the stairs now? Yeah, see, like, there's no... I have to destroy this thing. There's no way that I'm getting past this without... Yeah, see, that's the trouble. You have to work the day after New Year's? I mean, I guess most people probably do. Alright, so my mortal enemy, Stairs, is going to conspire against me right now to, yeah, prevent me from crouching in my time of need. We did it. Well, thanks for tuning in. I know, you know, it's been a while. I'm going to try and do this a little more regularly this year, you know, fingers crossed anyway. And so I think Thursday seems like it's the most reasonable time I can do it. Maybe I'll try and do more days, maybe some Tuesdays as well, who knows. No guarantees. Sometimes, like, you just, you need a certain amount of energy level. Oh, crap. See, Grant, you get like these little shortcut skips that otherwise you are not able to take. Stuff like this. Get me out of there. Probably have to repeat this time without getting hit. So, I mean, it is testament, though, to, like, how punishing this was, that I remembered that being a whole stage that I could not get past, when it was just, air quotes, just a room. I'm taking too long to get... come on. Like, the amount of, times that I must have been stuck on that one section in that clock tower, that I must have barely gotten past it in the past, you know. Can you please climb this? Why is that so difficult? In what scenario do you ever want to hang off the side and drop straight down? Look how long this segment is. Generally not a feasible thing to do. Of course. Now, you have no idea why you would do this, but let's find out. Hearts, okay. Can't scroll multiple ways. It's not that advanced a game. Oh boy. Can I climb? Can I evade this from climbing? I believe the answer is yes. Concerned about Mr. Crow over there. Oh, what is... Yeah. Okay. Retry this section, I guess. We're almost at the end, you know. I think so. So yeah, as Grant, you can just bypass this whole thing. Of course, I took way too much damage, so let me try this again. Yeah, that's 1,000 jokes in every bite. Okay. What keeps happening? Okay, yeah, it's because the tide is against you as well. Okay. Come on. I just want my dad to know, as he's watching this, that this is a game that I would have been playing as a child, because, you know, I own this. It was the only Castlevania game I had. I didn't have part 1 or 2. Oh great, Medusa heads now. If you thought it was bad before. You can't jump. You are not allowed to jump here, or get hit, or you're dead. This is entirely a walking back and forth, an exercise in pacing back and forth. I don't know if there's any value of... Why is there blocks up there? Well, I'm sure you can... Serves no function. Okay. Boss fight? Evil clone me. Alright. Can't tank that. Alright, well. What's the strategy here, I wonder? So he starts off below me. You can't be on the level. You definitely don't want to just trade. You gotta be like above him at all times, right? I got the right idea. He can't get up here. Interesting. So now, unfortunately, I can't hit him. He can't hit me. It's a stalemate. But I do have a plan. Okay. Oh, he can get up here. He was just bad at his own game. Hey, stay right there. Ah, darn. This is not even the end of the map. Ah. That would have worked if you hadn't stopped. But yeah, definitely the trick is you can't be on the same plane as he is. Just don't let him come down. And he's been trapped. I'm out of hearts. Doesn't matter I'm out of hearts because that was the end of the stage anyway. So if you switch... Oh great, they start you with a Raven, like, so you can take a forced hit as soon as the stage starts. That's terrific. At the very least, they give you a big heart to start. Okay. Sucker's got to know what's up here. A big heart. The hardest part is just not getting... That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Downward scroller clock tower. So you're forced to go... How do I drop down? Where do I drop? Okay, now I can drop. You drop too soon, you're dead. Counts as a pit. Where do I go? Alright, I don't think it's actually a good idea to be Grant in this part, because it's a forced... Like, you can't go faster. Like, there's not really a benefit. You just take more damage. Like, yeah, you're limited in, like... See, that's considered a death, because you went too quick. Like, logically, is there any sense to this? No. It's just like baby's object impermanence. Like the... You can't go too high! You die if you hit the ceiling. It's like I'm not even allowed to jump. Because that's a kill plane. Yeah, interesting. Okay. At least you don't get killed from being crushed between the gears. Like, that does sometimes happen in the games, you know? Not this time, I guess. Stopwatch is definitely a desirable thing to have here. I just don't have a good opportunity to grab it. Because it's just trash. The spawn rate. Ah, so that's the scenario by which you would force yourself to take Grant. Because you're... Oh, and it's crumbling blocks. Okay, great. And there's no indication that those blocks are fragile in any way, by the way. They look exactly the same. I feel like the watch actually... Oh, crap. Knew that was gonna happen. There's 3 of them you gotta avoid. Jump down on here, jump down on here, jump down on here, jump down on here. Okay, we still missed. There we go. It only took 30 tries. And now it's an auto... Oh no, I thought it was like an auto scroll in the other... Wait, this is a fragile bridge, isn't it? At some point you're gonna have to run. Get the hearts while you can. And the point is now! Oh, this sucks. It's a fragile bridge, and you have to deal with the little bone pillar. Come on. Debatable. Yeah, see, stuff like that, it's like, you know, the axe is kind of... Alright. We got pendulums to jump. And of course they're going to send bats on you at the same time. Oh, and there's no guarantee that the pendulums are in sync. Actually, they look like they are in sync. You can just barely make it. If you're Grant. And that's like a Steve Martin leap of faith, and then you get, you know, dropped off. Grant just vertical leap up to this thing? He looks like he can. Alright, so... Yeah, once again, it, like, slows down a little much for it to handle. This looks like the entrance to where you would fight Dracula himself. Like, you know, in many a Castlevania game, they involve you ascending a staircase above the clouds. See, the clouds are below us, and there's the moon. And this looks like where we would be fighting a Dracula. Looks to me, right? And of course they're gonna troll you. They're gonna give you that shitty dagger right here. And there's Dracula right there, you fat bastard. Oh, okay. Well, immediately, that's a ton of damage. He's only vulnerable to the head. He's got his little warps. And this is, of course, only phase 1. I'm taking all this damage. Usually, Dracula always has, like, 3 phases. Just a second. I think... I gotta get some idea. Yeah, see, like, the Flame Pillar expiration is weird. I can't... Yeah, like... You do get hurt if you contact him. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we can do about... Not what I wanted to do there, but okay. The what? Oh yeah, like I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Looked weird. So, what's interesting about this is the 2 flames don't expire by the time he summons the 3rd. And so I'm kind of at a loss as to, okay, I guess you do it that way. Okay. It's just kind of wherever you were standing. Okay, there's a way I can avoid this. And do damage. There we go. Walked forward a little too soon. No, he hits you there. That's such trash. Okay. So now I'm corner trapped by him. Okay, no, that does suck. Man. Alright. 2, 3, 4. So that's phase 1. You get no health recharge in between. Luckily, once again, if you didn't have the axe here, you're screwed. You can't do a damn thing to him. Because we do have the axe, phase 2, well, it would have been over. Ah, man, I'm waiting for it. It's just the hitbox of it is larger than I expect. Oh, come on! I think it actually widens. Come on, man. The 3rd one is wherever you happen to be standing at the time. And you can only hit him twice. Man. You could hit him 3 times, I guess, but, you know. 2. Yeah, just play it safe. There's got to be a way I can do this without getting hit. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so now, because we have the axe, that's phase 2. But I think I can do better. Okay, so this is the final phase, and okay, so he's got, these are pits that you will die, of course, if you. All right, so I need to, basically, I gotta conserve my hearts as much as possible, because even though like. Okay, so reality is that you gotta be on these things. You have to just be standing on these blocks. He's only vulnerable in the head, and so this is where the axe comes in, and yeah, I have to just, oh, that sucks. So yeah, you can't stay on that thing indefinitely. So okay, we do this without really, if we can eventually do it without getting hit. And again, we can save state our way through this so that we can eventually do it. Actually, I have 42 axes that I can throw. I don't really need to conserve these that much. But I do... Man. The damage, the hitbox for it, like it lingers longer than I think it does. Luckily, like, there's not really too much to this phase. It's more just like it's a little confusing to visually parse. Like, okay, it's safe to not get hit now. Maybe face the right direction. Yeah, at this point, like, you know, you've got the range. Okay. I think we're in good enough shape that we can save state there. And I got confused by the direction. Okay, try it again. And it homes in on you in sort of a weird way. Okay. Can you stand on... Oh, it's going in sort of a... No, you cannot stand... Wait, you can. Right? No, you cannot. What's the point of those braziers then? So this next one's coming in straight ahead. Damn it. It's not coming in straight ahead after all. I'm gonna figure out the range on these things at some point. Okay. You don't have... I don't have enough hearts to do this. Takes significantly more damage from the whip than the axe anyway. What? There. Yeah, it's a little too tall. Usually that's about what you need. It's more, the problem is more just these Dejiko I-beams here. Yeah, see, it's just it's not practical. Like, maybe as he's low, but like, yeah, of course, you know, it's just exactly. Because they are so large and the blocks that you have to rotate on are only 2 wide, you're kind of limited in just how much can you be reasonably expected to dodge this. Yeah, see. Remember, normally you have to go through 2 phases of this guy just to get to this retrying part that I'm doing so much with the press of a button. I'm not really seeing, like, there's my 3 shot, but like, but it also seems like he's got like some iframe, like you're limited in how much you can hit him, like the rate at which you can hit him with. I could be wrong about this. Obviously it doesn't seem to apply to the whip. Underrated annoyance is the blocks that pop up change the, well, at the very least, there's no downside to staying on the blocks. Because it just becomes the floor. But there's also, like, nowhere to run. Yeah, it's like the length of these lasers is so large. Like, I can't reasonably leap it because it exceeds the distance of your jump, and I gotta figure out a way to dodge these things a little more reliably. Like, okay, beam's coming, so move. Okay, no, it doesn't lock on. It doesn't commit to the direction of where you are until the moment it actually starts to fire, which is not great. So, yeah, like you can dodge it that way. But like that one is straight ahead. I can't do anything about that. I like, you don't have the distance. You can jump over it, I guess. Like if you jump straight up. I may be overcomplicating this. I can just do this very slowly. I can do it 1 hit at a time. And you don't even need... Well, I mean, I'll run out of hearts, but, like... This gets me quite a bit of a ways. Well, at least until the time comes when... Yeah, like, you no longer have a space to sit. Or to stand, I should say. Because... Yeah, you see, like, it's... The blocks that it's taking away... progressively... But the idea is sound. it'll work. Just yeah, like the specificity of like where he's vulnerable combined with like where they choose to like take blocks from is what makes it kind of a like obviously like right here. That's like you have to dodge it, but like man, you know what it is that there's 3 different lengths of beam that he fires. He's got eye beams and then the hand beams, and I believe the eye beam, and even like the right hand seems like it's a lot. No, the left and the right are the same. But that shot right there is like particularly galling. Man. It's like at this point, like you don't really have a place to stand anymore. Yeah, see, like. But it does make me wonder, is the same true on the other side? Let me look a little more carefully. You know, whether you do this from the left or the right is sort of immaterial. I almost died. Well, I did die right there, but for a different reason. Okay. Yeah, you don't quite have enough to like even vertical leap up it. Ah, I walked into that. But I did well. Like that one went pretty well, I'd say. So it does suggest that the plan will work. I just may have to switch sides at one point. Which, provided I don't get hit by the very large horizontal beam, which you can't reasonably expect it to jump over. This one here is a larger beam, and then I just died for this jumping forward. See, I can jump that one. That one is fine. Okay, so now at this point, yeah, see. I am just missing, I'm out of hearts at this point. I just missed too many, I have to retry, but you can see, like, he's very low. I can do this. Provided that each one of these times I throw, it connects. I do have enough to kill him. Now it gets a little trickier because switch sides. Oh, come on! That was it right there, too. I could have done it. Ah, last shot missed. Oh, it's not over yet? That's not the end? Now I still have to fight him. Oh, okay. That's the end of the game. The little fist pump of that Grant makes there. Trevor made many sacrifices by way of save state and save reload. The long fight is over. Dracula is dead and all other spirits are asleep. Both feel their friendship is stronger since they worked together to rid Wallachia City of evil. Grant will start to rebuild the destroyed areas of the city. How? You're a pirate. Whatever. I guess you can help out with the reconstruction effort. After this fight, the Belmont name shall be honored by all people except not, because the Belmonts are ostracized and etc., etc. This is all the prequel to Castlevania, and I guess, you know, because Alucard makes his first appearance in this, you know, I guess a lot of people like to use Alucard as a precursor to Symphony of the Night. And so, presumably, you get a slightly different message, unless they just find or replace Sypha and Alucard. So yeah, there's Sypha doing the really good attack with the homing lightning. Yeah, Sypha Vel Numdes. So I believe canonically it's Trevor and Sypha get married, and their child is Simon Belmont. Okay, yeah, the acrobat. Grant Dynasty, not Grant Dynasty, according to this. Probably better. I thought Sypha's last name was Belnades. But yeah, Alucard, Adrian F. Tepes. Which, was it Adrian always? Maybe they changed these things on the different versions. Produced by Konami, the Dracula III project team. And starring Trevor C. Belmont as Surratt. That's correct. Thank you very much for playing. Now go away. But yeah, like, no credits. Just the Dracula 3 team. And so, you know, oh, it says they changed them. Oh, they changed the names officially. Okay, I see what you're saying. So, all right. Well, it's now, you know, took longer than I thought, you know, because between Bird Week and the suggestion that I play through this one, and you know, evidently the Japanese one is a little less difficult, but I'm sure it's just as difficult and things that were giving me trouble as far as jumps, as far as hitboxes and stuff like that. So anyway, I guess, yeah, I should be able to save the VOD should be auto-saving. I don't think I have to manually do it, but yeah, like I did see that Twitch changed a thing where it doesn't really save them that much, and then after some point it just kind of auto-exports it to YouTube. So I will, I'll do that, because even though the VOD, yeah, you know, you made it through Castlevania 3, I did not make it through 4 stages of Birdweed.